What's going on, wrestling fans? Tony Mango here, welcoming you to another edition of the Internet Wrestling Community Outreach segment of the Smark Out Moment Smack Talk podcast for the week. It's kind of a commercial breakdown with a couple other things mixed in as well. We're going to start things off the way that we normally do here with the Smark My Words fan-submitted comment of the week. This time around, it's going to go to guest 5. We were asking people how they think that you should spell Shaughnessy, because it's very confusing how Sean decides to spell that. And he went with Shaunisgay. There you go, my best attempt, which made me kind of laugh because I didn't even think about doing that before. So, guess 5 wins the points. He wins 5 points, which go to nothing. But hey, 5 points to nothing is still better than no points to nothing, right? So, guess 5's got some points over all you people. Be jealous of him. Thanks to not only guess 5, but everybody else who left comments on our YouTube account, Twitter, so on and so forth, all the other different kind of avenues that we have for you guys to express your opinions, including our Facebook group. You're going to find that at facebook.com/groups/themegamaniacs. If you don't know what that is, pretty simple. That's a group where we do all of our live chats for all the events. It's also where we put in some polls and we talk to people about some memes and whatever the hell else we decide to do. So if you are on Facebook and you want to join in on the fun, go ahead and sign up for that one. We're going to be taking care of all the mailbag questions you sent in for January a little bit later on this week. Friday night is probably when we're going to be recording. So if you are listening to this when this video goes up, you still have a little bit of time to send them in. Do that as soon as you possibly can. Or if you end up missing the cutoff date, then send in your questions anyway, and we'll apply those to the February one, which I'm not too sure when we're going to do that yet, but we'll figure that out when we figure it out. Either way, you can send your questions in by tweeting at SmarkOutMoment with the hashtag mailbag, or sending an email through the contact form of the website. And whether it's wrestling related or not, if you want to pick our brains about something, just submit it, and hopefully we'll get around to answering it. If you're looking to help support the growth of Smark Out Moment, there's a couple different ways that you guys can help us out. You can donate money directly with the PayPal, the YouTube fan funding module, or our Patreon account. You can also buy some t-shirts, mugs, notebooks, laptop covers, and different things like that over at our Redbubble and TeePublic shops for the merchandise for not only Smark Out Moment, but Fanboys Anonymous and some other things as well. You can also help spread the word about the website in a few different ways, such as the Sign Me Up initiative. And for that, all you have to do is when you go to a wrestling event, take a sign that says Smark Out Moment and take a picture of yourself holding it up there and send that my way. Or, out of everything, the most important and the easiest thing for you to do is to help us grow our social media audience by doing things like retweeting and following us on Twitter, liking and sharing our posts on Facebook, giving the YouTube videos a thumbs up, subscribing if you haven't already to that, leaving comments to keep the discussion going and drive the engagement to a further different level. You can share our articles, you can share the website's videos, anything else like that on Reddit, on message boards, whatever. And all that stuff recently, by the way, it's going to contribute to the contest that we have going on right now. It's not up on the screen, but you can check it out on the website. 3 different Funko Pops that are available to win. So the more you submit, the more you share, the more you follow, all that other kind of stuff, the more chances you have to win those 3 things. And not only do we have that contest for Smark Out Moment, but we also have one for Fanboys Anonymous. So you want to do the same things for Fanboys Anonymous, which if you don't know what that is, it's a sister website where I post my movie reviews and other things like that. So if you want to geek out with me on superheroes and TV talk and Oscar nominations and different things like that, go to fanboysanonymous.com, follow the Facebook and Twitter accounts, subscribe to the YouTube channel, blah, 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 same old stuff. That brings us to the major topic of the video, the wrestling trivia question of the week, otherwise known as the Ask Him. Last week's question was about Lana and movies because they had mentioned that, and I figured it was an easy way to just get an Ask Him out of the way that I would normally never ask. So that was, which popular series of mainstream movies has Lana acted in? And the answer to that one is Pitch Perfect. She was in number 1 and number 2. Not sure if she's going to be number 3. If they are going to make it number 3, I'm pretty sure that they are because it was made a buttload of money. Never seen them, so I don't know if they're good or bad. Anna Kendrick is adorable, so maybe I might check it out, but it seems like it's not my type of movie. So then again, I didn't think I would like La La Land, and I liked that quite a bit. I watched that recently. Go check that out if you are on the fence about that one. It's pretty decent. I'll have more about that talk on Fanboys Anonymous kind of stuff later on. This is a wrestling thing, so we're not going to talk too much about that, but let's talk about who said what for this. Dimnubs bro, okay, says, when is the hottest women wrestler tournament coming back on? That is coming up a little bit later on, around the springtime or so. So pay attention to that around maybe the end of March, April, something like that. No, you know what? Actually, that's not going to be April, March, because we have the Smark Madness tournament. I'm mixing my tournaments up. So it's probably going to be around June, maybe July at the latest is when I would start. But we do have the Smark Madness tournament, so pay attention to that too. It's not the same, but it's another tournament. Silent Widow Doom says, Transformers? No. She might have made it better, though. Those Transformers movies have been sucking balls since that first film. God damn, man. He also says, fuck Lenny Poffo, fuck David Otunga, and fuck neck injuries for robbing us of some of the wonderful careers to watch. Yeah, man, that's the thing that ends up killing a lot of these, isn't it? Neck injuries are the worst. Bobby Lesnar G86 says, the answer is, who cares? Yeah, that's pretty much another answer. Christopher Marin guesses correctly. Declan guesses correctly. Peter Pacinini says he has no idea. And the Dominator 39R says in his Iron Sheik voice, I'm not going to do it because I totally can't do an Iron Sheik impression. Pitch perfect with all those hoes and fat stupid bitch that needs to be humbled. Alrighty, well, this week's question was going to be that Royal Rumble question I was going to ask last week, which is not even really a great one. It's just a simple one, but I'm going to push that away to next week because now that we have the announcement that Kurt Angle is going to be in the Hall of Fame, I figured let's go with the Kurt Angle one instead. So, for episode 268, your question, who were Kurt Angle's first and last opponents in WWE? And I'm just going to count, for the most part, his televised ones, because he actually has had dark matches before and after, but nobody knows the fucking dark matches and stuff. If you do know, without looking it up, extra credit goes to you. You get more of those points that lead to nothing, but I'm going basically by the televised things here. So if you think you know who the first and the last people that he fought in WWE were, leave your comments below. If you just want to take a guess. Or if you want to add somebody to the Fuck That Guy Club or anything else like that, go ahead and do that too. And make sure that you follow all the other things that I was mentioning a little bit earlier. And stay tuned for our main events, which are going to be coming up probably tomorrow and the next day or so. It's going to be the Sporkle quiz for the Royal Rumble entrance. I already recorded it, so I know that that's going to either go up Thursday afternoon or Thursday night. I just haven't figured out what I'm going to schedule it yet. And then Friday, we're going to record our mailbag, so then that'll be coming up sometime very late Friday or very early Saturday morning if you're on the East Coast. And for all that kind of stuff, you can just follow the website, follow the Facebook and Twitter accounts, or hit that subscribe button and that little bell notification on YouTube, and then you'll know when we actually post them. But that's going to do us in for this week. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been another Smark Out moment, and I'm being counted out.